Hello, everyone. My name is Charlie, and we're here to answer, does evil point to God's existence? You see, this is a relevant question as in our world today, we see horrendous acts of evil or bad that lead us to question, is there a God out there? Does this God care about us? And if he does, how can such evil acts go with his consent? Well, let's take a look in today's episode of Pondering Christianity. Our understanding of evil is born from our standard or conception of right and wrong standards. We have lesser issues such as what someone should wear that could be debated as to what qualifies as right and wrong. However, I'm more keen on analyzing the larger issues like murder, rape, theft, issues that could be easily agreed upon and categorized as evil or bad. Now, that is the most interesting point, that we can even come to an agreement as to what evil truly is. Why this is so interesting is because it points to us having a code of ethics or natural understanding of what right and wrong is. You may say, so what? All people know good from bad. We do what is in the best interest of the human race. But what happens when what I see is best for the human race and what you see is best for the human race clash with one another? This is where our understanding of right and wrong comes into effect. It weighs those beliefs against our fundamentals to determine, do I keep this belief or do I get rid of it? Now, where this conversation opens up the door as evidence for God is due to the fact that our understanding of right and wrong seems to be ingrained in everyone, everywhere. No matter the culture or language, we believe good and bad people exist everywhere. Just like if I was driving a Ford F-150 in America and a Ford F-150 in Japan, there may be subtle differences, but overall, it's the same make and model, originating from the same design, and if there is a design, then there is a designer, right? Now, you could also explore the idea that right and wrong has evolved through history, essentially saying as time progresses, man's ability to do right improves. However, this theory poses several questions. If right and wrong has evolved over time, wouldn't we see an increase in man doing good over time? If we see good increase as time progresses, then wouldn't we see that standard decline going back in time? Wouldn't we observe founding civilizations in constant states of chaos? Our history shows that evil has been done, yes, but no more than what has been done by mankind as of late. We have seen murder on this planet increase to its all-time high in the last century. So the evidence points to no improvement of our adherence to good. It's important to not confuse information with understanding of right and wrong as well. For example, we know that burning witches at the stake is wrong now. However, at the time, people performing these acts genuinely thought they were doing away with a supernatural evil being. People did not suppress their understanding of right and wrong. Quite the opposite. They thought they were saving civilization by doing away with someone causing death, disease, and plagues on the land. So although knowledge of what could be categorized as right or wrong evolves over time, our fundamental judgment does not. So I feel this theory has little to no evidence to support it, as mankind wrestles with right and wrong to this very day. Now, earlier I stated the argument for the existence of God by using my F-150 example. Now, where a personal God enters the conversation is by looking at the intricate design of our right and wrong. Our ethics guide us as a civilization, allowing us to decipher what is in our best interest as a whole and what is not. We know policing society is important because it helps society grow and progress when it's not hindered by evil. This is evidence for a God who cares, as he wants his creation to grow and thrive together, thus why he built it into all of us. But with evil's presence, we cry out at that God, asking why he would allow such horrid acts of violence. You see, for God to respect our ability to decide, he must allow us to choose. Every person on planet Earth has a decision to make. Choose right or choose wrong. We see evil come from evil people. You see, God must allow us to make right or wrong choices if he is to truly respect our free will. If God intervened every time a bad decision was made, well, there would be no free will at this point as he is forcing our decision. Then you must ask, at what level of wrong would he then intervene? Would there be anyone left if he did? We have all committed some level of wrong in our life, and had God stepped in then, where would we be? Understanding that we are using our given sense of right and wrong to determine what evil is allows us to know that it has been designed by a designer. We know a crooked line, evil, Because we know a straight line. Good. C.S. Lewis. Wrestling with these questions is an amazing way to find out our inner workings and their origins. They help us to understand the fundamentals that we were designed with and help us learn the nature of the designer. How about you? Where do you feel right and wrong comes from? And what evidence or logic do you have for that conclusion? Comment below and let us know what you think.